Okay, guys, here we are in the semifinals of the Classic Quarter Invitational Top 8, and unfortunately, we ran into our buddy Cronin, our fellow podcast member from Yagma Soap Opera, one round too early. We wanted to hook up in the finals, but let's see what's going on here. He is playing a blue-controlled build with Ashuk, Nightmare Weaver, and Jace the Mind Sculptor. He's got a couple True Name Nemesis in there, Delver of Secrets. So it's this will be an interesting match. Let's see how it goes. We are won the die roll, and we will go first. Unfortunately, this is not a very good hand. It's going to be a long time before we're able to get down a Batter Skull. I'm not sure this is one we can keep. Dear. We just don't have any action. That's the problem. I think we've got to mulligan this one. And this is better, but it's not very good. Like, can we actually keep this hand? It's got a Force of Will in it. Josh kept his 7. Yeah, I think we'll just have to keep it. It's unfortunate. What I worry about here more than anything, I think, is Stifle. He runs Stifle in his deck, but I'm not going to play around Stifle right now. It's going to be a while before we're casting anything anyways, so hopefully we can draw a couple lands consecutively here, and we'll be right in this game. No turn 1 Delver. Land. Nice. I think we are going to try. And we're going to do a basic, and we're going to go and get a basic. And we're going to get out a Tarmogoyf. Or we're going to try and get out a Tarmogoyf. Land. Oh, burned. Well, let's get in there. He does have a Snapcaster that he can bring in here, but I don't think we're going to play around a Snapcaster. Would really like to get a True Name Nemesis down, though, before him, because that will put a lot of pressure on him. Okay, Wasteland's a good one. Okay, we're missing on land drops still, unfortunately. Well, we see a Brainstorm and STP. Okay. Well, he's got a lot of counter magics, but I think we've got to try and counter this way. It's the only way to keep our guy or some pressure on him. This stage. Do we want to really get into a Force of Will battle with this guy? I think I'm gonna. I mean, he could be bringing out Jace the Mind Sculptor next turn, which is even worse for us. We'll just let this go, I think. Because if we Force of Will this thing, and he drops a Jace, bounces it back, that's pretty bad for us. I'm not sure if that is correct or not to fight over that. Okay, we got hit with a flusterstorm, so we got no chance of getting that. So hopefully he does not have a Jace here. Well, there you go. That was not a battle we won. Now, Josh has a lot of counter magic in his deck, so hopefully he does not have a land here. Wasteland, jeez. Land? Ooh, that was about the worst card we could have possibly drawn. Okay. Probably does not bode well for us. I suspect this could very well be a Jace coming down here. Okay, Delver we can live with. Come on, land. All right. Well, it's a little bit long shot here because we're going to get wastelanded, but I do think we've got to try and get... well, we can do one of two things. We can go for a True Name Nemesis, or we can go for a Knight of the Reliquary. I think we just try the True Name. Let's see if we can get it in. Hopefully we don't get countered. Yeah, so we're getting mana drained here. And we're getting wastelanded, yeah. No surprise there. So hopefully this Delver does not flip. It doesn't. And this is Ashik, Nightmare Weaver coming into play, which is not good for us. That's for sure, particularly in light of the fact that he can cast some of our creatures. I think that's the only thing he needs black mana for in his deck, so he's tapped black. So one thing we need to watch out for in Josh's deck is he plays Terminus post board, which could be tough on us, so we'll have to watch that. So Josh seems to be paused here. I'll just pause the video for a minute. So Josh lost connection. That's what ended up happening. So there's the Night Weaver, which is not good for us. Any type of Planeswalker here is bad. He can't play either of those. Actually, he can, which is bad for us. Okay, well, let's try and get a Knight of the Reliquary out here. Hopefully this gets there. But, like, lots of cards could blow me out here, Days in particular. Okay, it's fine. Josh has been rather fortuitous to have gotten 2 of his 3 wastelands this match. And once again, his Delver did not flip, which is good for us. And hopefully we don't meet a Swords to Plowshares here with our knight either. There's a lot of just terrible things that could go wrong here. We have to get really lucky against Josh here. We don't want to see Jace the Mind Sculptor. We don't want to see STP. So he's building Ashok up pretty good here. My opponent is really taking their time. Which is probably a good thing, because that means maybe it's not a clear-cut play like playing a Jace and just bouncing my guy. Okay, STP, yeah. Not much we can do about that. We're going to gain a bunch of life, but hopefully he clicks his own creature by accident. All right, we got some work to do here. Ah, where was that a minute ago? Hopefully he does not use Ashok. I think we're going to have to counter that. So he's contemplating whether he wants me to resolve that, and probably he doesn't. Nope, he wants the Delver. So he's out of cards. If I can draw something impactful here, even a Tarmogoyf is reasonable. Okay, yeah, he's got all these cards coming in from Ashok. Yeah, I don't think we can win this. Okay, let's move along to the next game. Okay, now he's going to be bringing in 3 Terminus, and I suspect that's going to be his only play. The only thing that he changes. And his deck is pretty good against us. I really don't think we do anything other than what we've already got here. Actually, Sword of Fire and Ice could be pretty good in this match. Let's take it in. Let's see if we can get to a third game here, guys. Right, let's get a good hand. That's terrible. Well, we're going to have to mulligan again, unfortunately. This is better, though. It's not great, but it's better. Hopefully we do not get wastelanded here. Yeah, unfortunate. Had a couple of difficult draws these last 2 games. And we are getting wastelanded. Okay. Well, let's hope we draw a land here. A fetch land, specifically. Oh, that's great. That was a great draw. Hopefully that will resolve. I do think we'd have to fight over that. And land here would be amazing. Nope, didn't get there. That's unfortunate because we could have tried to get a Knight of the Reliquary out, which would just put a lot of pressure on our opponent. Okay, we are going to need a bit of help here. Love to get that sword down too. I think that's fine. If we get another land here, we'll be able to beat that thing. Jeet, jeez. Okay. I think we got to try and get the Jeet in. Okay, days, that's fine. I think we'll let that go. Okay. All right. We need a land. Come on. Thank you. And we need not to see a stifle here. Well, I think we get Knight of the Reliquary out here. Knight is a pretty big guy. And definitely worth fighting for. So, we'll see what happens. This could be a really bad counter war. Do I just misstep that? I think I do. Hopefully he does not have a Flusterstorm here. Or a Force of Will for that matter. We're going to let this go through. He can have his brainstorm. If he has a Force of Will, then we'll force him. Well, he must have a Force of Will here, because he's thinking about it long and hard. He's got the force. And there's 2, 3, 4. All right. Well, we're gonna have to force that force. I don't think we have a choice. And hopefully he doesn't hit a terminus here. I mean, he wouldn't have a terminus here because he wouldn't have force of willed if he did. Okay. Land would be good, or another beater would be good. Hopefully he does not have Ashik here. All right, he's brainstorming. Okay, another Delver, so he definitely has a clock on me now. Oh, what a beating. Okay. Potentially. I think we have to actually get the sword out because it deals 2 damage to a creature. I really want to get the Tarmogoyf out there, but I think we have to go for the sword. And if this gets dazed, we're just kaputzoed. That was a nice play by him. Hopefully he doesn't flip here. If he does, we're almost assuredly dead. Yep, not gonna get there. I don't actually think we can come back from this here. We do have a couple Trigons. Like, I guess if we ripped back-to-back Trigons. No, that's not even enough. We didn't get there.